everybody, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. I'm Amanda and we're getting ready to do some night chores. We are also in the middle of doing some haying stuff, and David is out there mowing, so I'm going to take you guys to go see him real quick, and then we'll take care of all the animals. But first, we're walking by the bachelor pad, the boy pen, and Big John here, originally from Roots and Refuge Farm, has just made his move out of the doe pen and in with the boys, and he's not very happy about it. Hey, Big John. Hey, buddy. I know. So Big John is about 1.5 years old. He's never actually been separated from his mom, so he's a little anxious right now. But he's going to make friends with all these guys in no time. They're all a little scared of him right now because he's oh so big. But they'll warm up, especially when it comes time to get their grain. Huh, buddy? I know. I know. Great injustice has been done to you. So he'll settle in. But basically the reason that I moved him is that I really don't need a wether in with the does. He ends up eating some of the, he ends up eating quite a goodly portion of the grain that I feed them, and he really doesn't need to be eating that. So I just don't want to risk his health by giving him access to the grain. And right now, with all of our calves in with the does, I have to kind of grain them at the same time as I do the calves, which it's not a perfect world that we have to grain the calves, but it's just at their age, because they would normally still be on mom, they really need those calories, so they are getting grain. But goats are pigs. I mean, figuratively speaking, they're not literally pigs. Pigs are pigs. Anyway, the goats will go after the cow grain, and there's no structure I could make that cows have access to that goats don't. So I end up feeding the goats some goat grain as a group to keep them distracted while the cows eat their grain, and I just don't need Big John eating that because it's really not ideal for his own health. So I separated him. Alright, now I am out at the back pastures. I'm going to show you guys some of what David's been working on. And actually Randy, our neighbor, came by earlier and actually started this pasture, getting it all mowed down. This is just insane. This was all overgrown this morning. Now, you can't see it anymore now, but there's a square here, or a rectangle I guess, that was originally, or not originally, but it was like last year, a garden space. You can kind of see a little bit in the ridging that there were rows here, but it all was just taken over with weeds. So not my garden space this year, but maybe a space soon. All that's been mowed. Crazy. David sure does love that tractor. Well, now we are headed out to get our nighttime chores done. Nathan's actually already got us started. He's graining the animals.
And me over here.
And Caleb is coming with me, my big helper. We're also going to do some nighttime milking on the two big ladies because I noticed last night that they looked a little full, and I remember back in the days when I was nursing my kids. And it's really uncomfortable to be full. So I'd like to provide them a little relief. Hello everybody. Shall we go a-milking? Is Miss Mayhem, Maggie, Clover.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, she knows. She knows she goes first. This is Clover. For any of you who did not follow me from Roots of Refuge channel, Clover here is a La Mancha, which is why she has no ears. That is a breed characteristic. It's natural. They were not cut off. Clover here, let's see, the average age of all the goats, it's about 6. Maggie is older, but Clover here usually has a singleton kid, which she did this year. She had a singleton buckling, who Jess and Maya went ahead and rehomed right before I went and got the goats, so she is still lactating. But because she only had one baby, he very clearly had a favorite side. So she makes milk on both sides, but really primarily she's lactating out the right side. But she was a little bit of a rodeo our first morning or two, but as you can see, she's settled down pretty significantly. She's doing a lot better on the stand. So she's settling in really well. This lady here is Mayhem. She is a Nubian, thus the long ears. So we've got no ears and long ears. So she's fairly evenly producing, but again, they rehomed all their boys right before we picked these girls up. So we have to milk them, at least these two. The other two mamas are still nursing doelings. Mayhem was really bad the first time I put her on the stand, but she's figured out that good things happen in the feed bucket on the stand. So she's doing much better now. Night chores are done.
Yay! And
it's so
a whole
hot.
lot of mowing is done.
Yes, we got a lot of mowing done, got a lot of chores done.
So all 27 acres on our pasture have fresh cut grass, and about probably an acre on the second side. So we got about 28 acres of either mowed hay, baled hay, ready to be tethered. I mean, we've had lots of success today.
Yep, Big John got moved. That was
He's now with all the
interesting.
boys. He's not happy about it. You can hear him bellowing.
He's not happy. He's never been separated from mom before.
Oh, that's so sad. It's so sad. But that's life.
Anyway, so yeah, he's been separated. He's gonna yell for a little while, but hoping that he settles down. And he's gonna bond with the boys pretty quick.
That's it. We are still working on the relationship between the big goats and the dogs. The goats are not having it when the dogs are around. They're just like ramming them. Amanda walked Bindi carefully to her kennel, and Nestle, I think, just slammed her in the butt as she went by. I was like, oh. So working out dominance / nervousness issues, and
So anyway, got the goats milked for the second time today, and gonna go get that filtered. We actually ended up getting like over a gallon of milk. They gave us almost
there you go.
another half gallon of milk between the two of them. So
And that's just gonna go up as they get more comfortable, and
yes, so they're doing really well.
we'll be bringing you lots of exciting things to do with milk, like, you know, cheese.
Akshaka.
Shaka cheese, yeah, that's your
Nathan has
favorite.
been begging.
Cheese
Farmer's
with herbs.
cheese. Ooh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
So, yes, Nathan has been begging for a while for me to make Oaxaca cheese, so that's high on the priority list. But anyway,
This is your urban nerd with a goat herd who's not urban anymore.
not
Girl
urban
nerd
anymore.
with a
What are you?
nerd.
You're a
Country
country nerd. This is your country nerd with a goat herd saying,
You can grow
Where you're
planted.
Even if you're going out of cow.
you can grow a cow wherever you're planted. I mean, they don't really let you grow cows in the city. But if you bury them just up their neck, they'll like, something like that.